Want to do a little short video. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Vakakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who teach us this truth, who labor day and night to make sure that we learn this truth, who guide us on the right path. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, 144,000. Double honors to the elders and apostles and the bishops at Great Millstone. Just wanted to say that again. Gonna go into this quick video. I ain't gonna make it too long. Just gonna be straight to the point. This is a video of the Aurora shooting that happened not too long ago, and bring out some Bible verses with it, you know. And you're gonna see a video, and you're gonna hear from, you know, their point and stuff like that. So let's just get to it.
In uproar tonight after a man was shot and killed by Aurora police Saturday evening. It happened after an attempted traffic stop near 6th Avenue and Billings Street when the suspected driver crashed and hit two vehicles. You can see part of the situation unfolding in this witness video that was widely seen on social media. Police say as the officer approached, the suspect did not obey commands and started to fight with that officer. Aurora Police Chief Todd Chamberlain says the officer spotted a gun on the ground and tried to de-escalate the situation.
Our officer de-escalated this on multiple levels, both verbally as well as physically. After our officers got put to a position where he was back out in the middle of an intersection, that appears to be the reason that this came to the conclusion, the unfortunate conclusion that it did.
Still, many in the community are pushing back. A group of activists is gathering right now at Restoration Christian Fellowship in Aurora. The NAACP is there with leaders pledging to support the family and call for justice.
We have to come in as community. We have to come in with love. We have to come in with grace with each other before we begin the church. With that, I close with saying, how do we wrap our arms around this family first? How do we make sure they have the resources they need?
Your reporter in Aurora, Michael Abeda, has been on top of this story all day, and he spoke with someone who says he saw it all happen.
I don't know why people are afraid of melanated people. We're just like everybody else. We have families, we pay our taxes, we laugh hard, we play hard, we fight hard. But we're not these monsters that we're portrayed.
There was anger in the community Sunday after Aurora police shot and killed a black man Saturday evening.
They keep slaughtering my people.
I saw him die right in front of my eyes. It was horrible. It was the worst thing ever.
Robert Berg says he saw the whole thing. He says after an accident at 6th Avenue and Billings Street, a man that was involved got out of the car he was driving with a gun behind his back.
He dropped the gun. The gun fell right here. So it was like in this area. He dropped the gun, and the officer was standing right here in the street. He was standing right here. He's like, the officer's like, don't go for that gun.
Berg says the two kept wrestling, the officer with his service pistol drawn and the man without a gun, until the officer shot the man.
The officer gave him a pretty good amount of chances to surrender.
He says he wishes things would have turned out differently.
It was just crazy. Like, you do not deserve to die.
Man, beautiful soul, man. Always lit up a room when he walked in. Took care of his kids. A family man.
This man, who only wanted to be known as Antoine, says the man police shot was Ray John Stubblefield. They were friends for 25 years. He says his friend was on his way home from trade school with his son and girlfriend when the accident and subsequent shooting happened. He wants the community to know Ray John will be missed, and Antoine wants accountability for the officer who shot him.
We're tired of seeing this same thing over and over and over again on camera. It's like, when does it end?
Antoine says Ray John's son witnessed his dad's killing as it happened.
The guy's just like, please tell me my dad's alive. Please tell me my dad's alive. I was like, well, he's not alive.
Robert Berg says he tried to console Ray John's son after the shooting, but the young man was too distraught. Antoine says while he waits for answers, he wants the community to stop posting the video of his friend's death.
We've seen enough of it, man. We understand what's going on, and we just want to, for the privacy of the family, please just stop sharing it.
Now there will be a community vigil for Ray John at 6th and Sable at 7.
All right, so I'm gonna go straight into these verses. So you seen the video, and you seen how Well, let me just go into the verse, and then I'll explain how I feel. This is Matthew 10:16. Behold, I sent you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So, as you've seen, we all have car accidents and stuff like that. And stuff happens. But as you can see, that this guy was not being wise. Someone got a gun pointed at you, and you're steadily trying to come towards that person. Even though that man is unarmed, if someone was to come at me, and I had a pistol, or even a knife, or even any type of weapon to defend myself. It's not really about the weapon. It's about that you're coming at towards someone. So therefore, if someone is showing that they have a weapon and you have no weapon and you're coming towards them, the first thing they're going to be thinking is that you might take their weapon that's used to defend them and use it against them. So I don't know where they think they're going to get out from this, But it's, as it's showing in these last days, people are not being wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. And it's beautiful how the verse brings that out, because when you think about a serpent, which is a snake, it does not have arms to grab you, and it does not have feet to try to kick you or scratch. That's why with most snakes, when they see something coming towards them, they think twice about just jumping out there to strike and to bite you, because they even know if they miss that strike or if that bite is not effective, that's it for them. And if you know anything about how they used to always have gambling fights of the snake and the mongoose, the cobra and the mongoose. And a lot of people don't know the mongoose is actually it's immune to the cobra's venom, no matter how many times it strikes them. It's just immune to it. So, but mongoose eat cobras, so that's nature's way of balancing things out. But even when that serpent strikes at the mongoose, it's being cautious because it knows that any false move, the teeth of that mongoose and the claws of that mongoose can rip it to shreds. So saying that this man was constantly pursuing this officer, it's like, why would you do that? He wasn't being wise. And then to be harmless as a dove, when you think about a dove, doves don't try to cause any problems with you. They're the father's favorite bird. But don't get it twisted. A dove can still do something. I mean, it could fly right by you and peck your eyes out, and you might be blind for the rest of your life. And you might think it's just a harmless dove. It can't do nothing. But this man showed no quality of all these things right here. And Jake, you need to wake up. Being angry and going at officers doing it this way, it's not going to work. The only way it's going to work is when you use Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That is the only way. If you want to get anything done in this dying system, that's the only way to go about doing it. follow the way of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And when it comes time for what's going to be paid back to these devils, that's going to be done in due time. But that's the way to do it, not this way. And as you see, he failed miserably. He left a girlfriend, and he left a son, and he left his family. And said he was just coming back from trade school. So he was learning. So you would think that someone like that is learning, that he will go out there and try to do what's right. But he decided not to put his thinking cap on. So I'm going to go into this right here. It might sound a little funny when I say it, but this is 2 Timothy chapter 2:22. It says, flee also youthful lusts, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. Now, he could have fled his youthful lust, because this was a young man, was intimidating this officer. That's the lust he had in his mind. I'm going to intimidate this officer. I'm going to show this officer I'm the man. That's what he was doing. Because he wasn't backing down from this offer. Salakia, from the officer. But if he had peace and he did the right thing, was like, hey, let me just listen to the officer, do what he say, comply, not all this stuff would have happened. And you think at a time like this, because most Jake had some form of being righteous, but not too much, unless you know Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He could have called on the father, but most likely he didn't know his name. He didn't know his true name and his son's true name. It says, call on the Lord of a pure heart. And as you see, his heart wasn't pure. And this guy was not trying to flee. But a lot of people think that this is just going to be the it of the matter. Nah, it's going to get worse and worse. Very worse and worse. All right, this is 2 Esdras, chapter 14, verse 16. For evils worse than that you have known, seen happen, shall take place hereafter. So if y'all really think that y'all seeing evil now, y'all gonna see worse. It's gonna get worse. You think because this cop shot this guy in broad daylight that this is the most worst thing ever? They've been shooting people in broad daylight, and they've been busting in people's houses broad daylight. It's going to get worse and worse. It's going to get to a point that some people might even want to try to flee Babylon, and they ain't going to let you go nowhere. They're going to lock you in here, because this is what this devil going to do. He knows everything. He knows everyone. So if you think this is the worst you ever seen, it's gonna get worse. So I'm gonna end it like that. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles and the bishops, that great millstone, who give us this 100% truth, who labor day and night, making sure we get this 100% truth, that guide us. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, the 1/3, to all the Akim and all the Aqua that's out there that follow this truth. Shalom.